What's approaching the supreme moment? Reality striking closer than it seems, don't it? Go ahead.
What's good? So I just finished up grinding the free-to-play extreme physical final form Frieza unit that came with the Dragon Ball Super story event. So we're gonna test them out on both the enhanced transformation and also the movie boss category team. Now, for those that missed it, there was an in-game announcement about the rest of the units, excluding Vegeta, that they'll also get a Dokkan Awaken. So I've included the screenshot real fast, which basically says, その他3体のキャラクターたちも後日登場予定の新ステージにて覚醒メダルを集めることでドッカン覚醒が可能になるぞ。一部のキャラクターはドッカン覚醒後にカテゴリーが追加されます。So basically what's happening is the 3 units, excluding the Vegeta unit that already has a Dokkan Awaken, will also get their Dokkan Awakens. And for some characters, they're not going to get the additional category until they Dokkan Awaken. So just keep that in mind. That is something that is going to be coming out in the near future. So back to the Frieza unit, let's go ahead and cover the stats. The leader skill is Enhanced Transformation category, +1 key. HP attack and defense 30%. Again, this is before this unit gets the Dokkan Awaken. The super attack is causing supreme damage to enemy and also raises extreme type allies attack by 20% for 1 turn. The passive skill will reduce damage received by 20%, defense increase of 15% up to 45% with each attack received. And then movie boss category allies will get +1 key and attack and defense increase of 20%. Lead skill includes strongest clan in space, that is +2 key. Universe's most malevolent, 15% increase to attack. Prodigies is 10% increase to attack and thirst for conquest. Another 15% increase to attack. Shocking speed, +2 key. And finally, brutal beatdown is 10% increase to attack. Falls into 3 categories: enhanced transformation, most malevolent clan, and seekers of the Dragon Balls. So I said movie boss team earlier. It's actually the most malevolent clan category, and I included pretty much all the units that fell into also the movie boss category just to get their get the full benefit of the passive skill. So maxed out, as you saw, HP is 10,085, attack is 9,845, and defense is 6,787. 12 key multiplier is 130%. The drop rate for this unit definitely isn't too bad as long as you bring in the movie heroes category team. The drop rates are actually pretty decent. So again, this guy is a pretty decent support with the ability to raise attack by 20% for 1 turn to extreme type allies, and also reduces damage by 20% with the passive. Defense will increase by 15% up to 45% for every attack received. And on top of that, movie boss category allies get +1 key attack and defense by 20%. So it's already pretty decent as it is, but once this unit actually gets the Dokkan Awaken, I think you're going to see the full effect of how good this unit might actually be for a free-to-play unit. Now, again, this is a free-to-play unit, so it's not going to surpass some of the summonable units, but I think with the current setup, if he does get an additional increase, based on the Dokkan Awaken, I think this will be a pretty good free-to-play unit to use. So again, this is going to be initially on the enhanced transformation team. I did include units that did have also the movie boss category. That way, that 20% increase to attack and defense as well as the key boost applies. I think that'll help some of the other units. And you do see units like the Kid Buu unit does not fall into the movie boss category, so he won't be seeing the benefit of the passive, but Janemba obviously is, and a key boost and additional attack and defense will certainly help on top of all the stat boosts that he gets. That version is at 100% potential, FYI. So we are testing it out on the newest Dokkan event, which is the Goku Black event, which is a type advantage scenario for the Frieza unit, and then we'll switch on over to Boss Rush 4 and just see how he does. Now against these types of enemies right here, the numbers are definitely going to be higher than what they are because they are obviously weaker, but you'll see different types of bosses and you'll get kind of a variety of the damage output and attack potential. This guy is okay. Looking back on it in hindsight, his attack stats aren't as high as it could be, but Again, this is before the Dokkan Awaken, and I think once he actually gets a Dokkan Awaken, the output should be a lot better. And I did include units, again, like Kid Buu providing a 50% increase to attack and defense, so he is getting a lot of help from that. The World Tournament Perfect Cell also providing a 30% increase, as well as a Ki boost. So, I mean, this unit is getting a lot of help, and this is the output potential. So just keep that in mind. There are support units in the rotation. Now, the second half of the video will include the most malevolent clan category. In that category, I didn't include any support units. It's strictly, the Frieza unit was meant to be the main support in that team, and then everybody else is kind of building on that passive skill and super attack, attack increase to allies. So that's how the format will be for that. The first half is kind of seeing how high the attack output for Frieza could be, and then the second half will be more or less, how he meshes in with the rest of the team. I mean, honestly, the links are definitely pretty good within the enhanced transformation team setup. You're not really going to struggle with the key links and all that, but the most malevolent clan obviously is going to have the most shared links amongst this unit and the rest of the team, because I mean, we're talking about every single unit out of the Frieza clan, so they do have most of the link skills, and you're looking at a pretty decent attack, defense, and key link overall from that type of scenario. So I mean, I'm not going to say it's better than the other, because the enhanced transformation team is also pretty good for this unit too. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I think it ranges anywhere from, I think I saw 360k just now, up to maybe close to 400, or a little over 400,000 potential wise. So this will be the most malevolent clan setup, and he does tend to share quite a few links with the final form cooler unit. The tech cooler unit actually shares more link skills than the physical version, but since he was already featured in the enhanced transformation team, kind of switched it up and brought in the physical counterpart, which is honestly a better unit anyway. So to get the full effect of that 20% increase for extreme type allies attack from the super, as well as the movie boss category boost of attack and defense of 20%, we'll might as well pick some of the better heavy hitting units. You know what I mean? So I mean, think about it, that's pretty much a 40% overall increase. Now I highly doubt you're gonna keep this guy in the first slot every rotation, even though this video suggests that, because of the super attack benefit to the rest of the team. But most likely you're probably going to use this guy as a floater and just have him in the third slot, and just kind of take advantage of that 20% from the attack and defense for the movie boss category allies. Now, you're not really going to struggle including units within both the most malevolent clan and also the movie bosses. There are plenty of units that fall into both of those categories, so you're not really going to struggle building a team. I'll put it this way: most of the better units fall into both movie bosses and the malevolent clan category, so you shouldn't struggle too much with that. So 270k with the critical, even though we're facing the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, is obviously pretty low. So I'm guessing with the Dokkan Awaken, this guy will be much better, and time will tell when it actually comes out, how the Frieza unit and the Broly unit and the Goku unit are once they Dokkan Awaken. Vegeta seems to be pretty decent after the Dokkan Awaken, so you could certainly be optimistic about the Dokkan Awaken potential for these guys. So yeah, definitely a lot less than you want it to be. I mean, 165,000 against the Omega Shenron unit is definitely a pretty low number, but again, Shenron does have pretty good defense, and this is pre-Dokkan Awaken. This is just the base UR state. So once the Dokkan Awaken happens, probably gonna get a little bit more of a buff, and I think he'll probably be able to consistently hit for a little bit more. We'll just hope for that. I guess we'll run through a couple of more of these battles against Shenron and just kind of see how things are. This is going to be a Dokkan Awaken against the agility version, so neutral type setting. We'll see how he does. Wonder if he can hit for over 1 million. Animation's pretty sick too. So yeah, without the critical, I mean, you're looking at 384,000, and that's against an agility Shenron unit that's pretty weak, honestly. So, you know, really need that Dokkan Awaken to happen. All right, I'll see you guys later.